Hi everyone, welcome and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is CeeChronicles. On this platform, guys, I post fragrance related content and I do try to post weekly. So if that is your cup of tea and you haven't subscribed, please kindly consider joining this family by subscribing. That is how you can support this channel, guys. To those who are returning, thank you so much, guys, for the continued support. I appreciate you as always. Welcome to Must Try Lattafas. If you've been seeing perfumes from Lattafa being posted here and there, and you're wondering where to start, I have a few here that I would absolutely recommend. These are mostly crowd pleasing. That is why I thought they should make this particular list. The first one I am going to recommend to you guys is going to be this one, Fakhar Xtra. This is of the new releases for the later half of 2023. Fakhar Xtra is similar to 1 million Perfume for men. However, when I got my bottle, guys, I was surprised at the creaminess that I got from this fragrance. This fragrance to me is tuberose forward. I'm going to call this one unisex leaning rather than, stereotype it as a masculine, in as much as it is duping a fragrance that is marketed as masculine. This I thought to drop here, guys, because if you're looking for a creamy tuberose scent that is a suntany, if you're into those lotiony kind of fragrances, this one's gonna do it for you, guys. It is a subtle presentation altogether. It's just a perfect balance of a fragrance that to me ends up giving off wafts of like a bubblegummy accord, in as much as it is a floral. So number one recommendation, guys, if you enjoy such a fragrances, is gonna be Fakhar Xtra of their new collection. The second one that made it on this lineup, guys, is gonna be Bade'e Al Oud Sublime. From the Bade'e Al Oud range, apart from the Oud for Glory and Honor that I haven't received yet, I'm going to say this is safe, guys. I do have Amethyst and I have used the original Oud for Glory. That one's a bit on the challenging side, especially if you are just diving into fragrance collecting, or if you are not that open-minded in terms of fragrances. Amethyst is okay, but some people tend to say it has a rubbery accord that they don't like. Now this one, guys, is just going to be your fruit juice in a bottle, in as much as this fragrance starts off before it macerates as kind of juvenile leaning. There are some spices that add on to this fragrance later on as the juice itself settles. I've had mine for about 3 to 4 months now, and it has settled, guys, into one of the most beautiful fruities I have ever smelled. There's a lychee there working as well with that ripened apple, but it is a DNA that is just pretty much a cuddly, warm, easy, rich, comforting scent. So if you want a mood lifter of a fragrance from Lattafa, don't let this bottle intimidate you. This is an absolute recommendation that is most likely, going to be favored by a lot of people. So Bade'e Al Oud Sublime is sitting on my number 2. Guys, if you've been eyeing the new Lattafa Pride collection, because they have launched the new one, if you're wondering which one to settle for, guys, I'm going to say try Ajwad. Ajwad is a fragrance that turns into a sweetened, savory offering of dates. So if you love that kind of complexity in a fragrance, you're going to get it from this one. It doesn't come across as a DNA that has been overly done there, or in the market. So I feel this is a juice, guys, that is well made. So if you're looking for that one Lattafa to add to your collection, or to start your collection, that's going to be unique enough not to smell like most of the fragrances that you already have in your collection, then I am definitely going to recommend Ajwad. The fourth fragrance on this lineup, guys, is going to be Khamrah, right? This is a fragrance that is backup bottle worthy. This is a fragrance that also is priced right, because I think it's been on the market for the longest time. You can pretty much pick up Khamrah in the 30s, somewhere thereabouts. So this is not going to break the bank, and it's going to deliver. So if you love especially cinnamon, that is what I can say I extract the most from this fragrance. If you are into spicy cinnamon, fragrances, a fragrance that is going to be warm, a fragrance that is going to have the lasting power as well, a fragrance that's going to be unique as well in this. It's going to give you a fair offering of those woods, those spices, but without, doing too much pushing into like maybe a spicy mess. Everything in here is in check. The sweetness is in moderation as well. An absolute unisex scent. This one, you can also blind buy this one and gift, guys. Even a guy is gonna like this and a woman is gonna like this as well. It's just a DNA that is outright lovable there. So do try Khamrah, guys, if you're looking at expanding or starting your Lattafa collection. Number 5, guys, is gonna be Kultur Blend of Lattafa. This is the name for this fragrance, guys. This now is a fragrance that I thought to add here if you want to tiptoe into the Lattafa DNA that is not doing too much. If you want to tiptoe into this hype around Middle Eastern fragrances and you're wondering, okay, when they say Middle Eastern fragrances are spicy, when they say Middle Eastern fragrances are woody and oozy, what exactly are they talking about? This is a perfect blend of how a Middle Eastern fragrance is created, but in such a way that it's not pushing the boundaries. You are gonna get a woodiness in this fragrance, an incensiness in this fragrance, and the composition in itself has been presented in such a way that even if it's your first time to smell an oudi fragrance, it's not gonna put you off, guys. For somebody who has had their nose on a lot of oudi fragrances, especially the way the oud is done in some of the Middle Eastern fragrances where it can be stanky, I can absolutely recommend this one because it has all, those offerings, but in check. I'm not going to say this is moderate. It's a beast in terms of performance, but it is a fragrance that kind of makes sure that nothing is crossing that boundary. So if you are looking for a Middle Eastern fragrance which is going to give you slight smokiness, slight incensiness, woods, if you're looking for a fragrance, guys, that is going to be doable even as a first timer into Middle Eastern fragrances, then try this one, guys. This is bound to impress you, and once you've had your nose on this, then you can kind of expand your collection and experiment into the oud moods and stuff like that, the ones that are like in your face. This one is in your face, but it doesn't really blow everything away. It's sweet, it's a resinous, and it's very spicy, guys. It is Kultur Blend of Lattafa, guys, and it's sitting on our number 5. 6th on the lineup is going to be Nebras. Now, Nebras is a fragrance I thought to add here for those that are looking for a chocolate forward fragrance and they just can't get enough chocolate. Nebras, guys, is a chocolate offering that is so photorealistic. This is going to take you back to that movie Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. You're going to feel as though you are in a chocolate factory where they're actually making chocolate. This is so chocolate forward and it holds on in that state for the longest time. You are going to smell of chocolate the whole day. So if you love chocolate fragrances, you want to know, why people say, oh, go for the Middle Eastern fragrances, because they don't use oils sparingly, thus making their fragrances last a long time, then Nebras is going to be a fragrance that I will outright recommend, to you there. It does have the addition of berries and I think rose or other florals, but they don't get a chance. It becomes a chocolate kind of offering there. Cacao in the lead. So if you love those kind of fragrances, guys, then do consider adding Nebras to your collection. As much as it's unisex, for a man, you've got to love chocolate forward fragrances for you to appreciate this one. But for a woman, it is just a dumb no-brainer kind of fragrance. Even young people will love this fragrance, guys, because it's an outright chocolate yummy gourmand. It's called Nebras, our number 6. 7th on the lineup is another softie. This I had to add, guys, for those who love the note of pineapple. I dropped a pineapple note fragrance video 2 or 3 days ago or yesterday. I don't know when I'm going to post this one. I dropped that one and you guys went crazy about the note of pineapple. Now I have singled this one out, guys, because if you love pineapple like myself, this is going to do it for you. This doesn't feel Middle Eastern, guys. It's called Rave Now, and Rave is a subsidiary of Lattafa. They have Rave, they have Stuff, they have Maison, Alhambra, they have a lot. They have Verve, right? This fragrance, guys, this is simply put, if you bought canned pineapples. You open the jar, the first syrupy burst of that fruity, juicy, ripened pineapple smell is exactly what you get from here. Or if you're cutting into a pineapple, especially the smaller ones, I noticed, they are the ones with the most concentrated smell of pineapple. That is what you get in here, guys, simply put. So there are no traces of Middle Eastern, feel of a Middle Eastern feel in a Rave Now. This is just simply put your pineapple delight. You can use this one as is. You can layer it with other fragrances. This has led me to want to add the entire collection because they have a red one. And I'm not saying the other ones are pineapple forward. I'm just saying if the other ones are blended perfectly like this one, I feel I need the lot. I need the white one. I need the blue one. I need the intense version. I need the red one. I need all of them, guys, because this is just a beautiful juice overall. It is sitting on our number 7, guys, and it's called Rave Now. The 8th one, guys, is Ansem Gold. If I didn't put this, I know a lot of people were going to ask in the comment section, why didn't you recommend Ansem Gold? This is just class in a bottle. If you're looking for a fragrance that is actually going to be at par, with fragrances like Love Don't Be Shy and Oriana, this is going to do it for you guys. I get a sweet accord in here. I get florals, but everything is presented in such a way that to singularly pick out one and say, this is all I smell, it's pretty difficult, right? This is like soft. It's a feminine scent, like a very delicate feminine scent, has the lasting power that stretches up to about 5 hours depending on the number of sprays, but it's a beautiful presentation overall. It just feels to me like, what are you doing if you've got a Lattafa collection and you don't have this? Kind of feels like the Khamrah. Like if somebody says, this is my Lattafa collection, I'm immediately looking for Khamrah and Ansem Gold. This, guys, is a beautiful feminine scent and it's sitting on our number 8. 9th on the lineup, guys, is going to be Raw Human. I added it here for those who are looking for a leather fragrance that is not doing the most. This is leather, but the same leather here, guys, has been softened by fruits like apricot. What is the other one? I think it's peach or something. I know there's like a 2 or 3 fruits in here, but mostly leather working with apricot. So if you are looking for a subtle presentation of a leather fragrance, Raw Human is going to do it for you. It does give an equal opportunity to the fruits there to shine as well. So it's going to be bouncing on leather as well as fruits, leather and fruits. And don't let this presentation kind of put you off because it does look a bit intimidating there, the black bottle and stuff. But it is quite a subtle presentation of leather, labdanum, styrax, that sort of thing, but giving a chance to those fruits to make it like a leathery, fruity mix, guys. And I thought to recommend it here in case you're looking at the new Lattafa Pride collection and you were wondering which one should you spend your coins on. I'm going to bring more if you want to wait, for you to make a decision later on. I'm going to bring more, but for now, because we have featured Ajwa and this, I thought, okay, these are the picks that I would say anyone is bound to like, guys. And as we go, I'm going to tell you my other favorites. This one is sitting on our number 9, guys, and it's called Raw Human. The 10th fragrance, guys, that made the cut on this list of Lattafas that you need to check out, right? These are must own, must try Lattafas is going to be Al-Abaan. I had to put this one, guys, because this is a rose scent that is powdery there, mature, but without crossing over to dated. This is a fragrance that you can give any middle-aged woman, but the DNA in itself is also one that even a young person can like. It is also a rose scent that even men can wear because it does turn a lot powdery there, and spicy. There is an addition here of pink pepper, I think Sichuan pepper as well. So there's going to be some spiciness going on with this fragrance. The use of turmeric as well gives it a little bit of a complexity there. So if you love those kind of fragrances, guys, you are going to love Lattafa Al-Brass. This does not smell Middle Eastern. To my nose, it smells a lot like rose prick. So if you are looking to buy yourself an inspired by version of that, or somebody who loves rose forward fragrances, they're gonna love this fragrance, guys. It's called Al-Abaan and it's sitting on our number 10. So that's a wrap, guys. Those are Lattafa must tries. So it's entirely going to be up to you which ones you want to add to your collection. But if you have the ones that I have picked out there, those are going to be your creme de la creme, guys. CeeChronicles is my name. Thank you so much, guys, for joining me today. Let's meet in the comment section as usual, where we discuss more about fragrances. Also, do remember to turn on post notifications if you haven't. That way you get to be notified anytime I upload a video, guys. Like and share this video, and most importantly, do remember to subscribe as well if you have not. Thank you so much for joining me today, and remember that smelling good is a form of good manners. Cheers.